Hi, ladies. My name is Kim, and today I want to ask you, are you successful on paper but not fulfilled in your heart space? When our energy is disconnected from self, your feminine energy, your masculine energy, they're just this squish ball of disaligned from you, disaligned from where you are today, we usually reach a place where you're successful on paper. You have it all: the job, the awards, the attention, the validation. Um, but something inside is unplugged. That is a sign of dissonance. Very often, it happens to all of us, even our male counterparts, not because there's a way to avoid it, but because that is life. We're meant to go through phases, stages. What was an energy that led you, that propelled you, at some point in time, that cannot be the only energy. For example, the hustle energy. You can't be a hustler for the rest of your life. It's going to catch up with you. It's going to, completely put you off track at some point in time. There's a time and space for everything. So, I'd like you to, if you like, pull out a pen and paper and ask yourself, am I successful on paper? I've ticked all the boxes, got myself a house, I have a car, I have my own money, I have the things that I want, the bags, the clothes, the access to, you know, um, maybe the Bentley that you cry in, but I still feel disrespected, alone, and like I don't care if I die tomorrow. Right? I know, very dramatic, but I've heard that 1,000 times. 1,000 times, where you work for everything because the only thing your energy remembers, the dynamics of your energy, what you've trained and you've done, is chase how to chase the numbers, how to chase the goals, how to chase the person, the people in our life for validation, to be seen, to be, appreciated. That only becomes who you are, that you've forgotten yourself in the equation. So what do we do? What happens when that goes on? When you reach that stage where everything is great on paper, but there's a disconnect on the inside, the body mechanics, the psychology of your mind goes into overcompensation. In overcompensation, you'll be like, okay, I have the funds, so let's just go ahead and take my family out for a vacation. Maybe they'll have respect for me. Let me go and buy my sister, my brother, my neighbor, my somebody, do something for them. Then they'll give me some love back. They'll give me some time back. They'll give me some attention back. Let me go and send my kids for some more classes. Then they'll be, oh, my mom works hard for me. I know these sounds like a little slap on your face, but you're not probably the only person that might be like, sounds like me. All women in the driver's seat of their life that have not been in balance, or you've not met yourself, we go through this phase. So, how do you recognize that you are on that cycle, the compensation vicious cycle, the overcompensation vicious cycle? Is you buy your love, you buy your attention with things because you've not met yourself, and you've not met yourself in depth. Your presence always has to come with presence. um, a connection, a meeting of, hey, I'll get you introduced to somebody in my network. So your presence is coming through. I know somebody, I'm important, keep me in your life. Or if it is somebody close, you're like, okay, I'll fix your problem and buy you this and buy you this, and let's go here, let's go there. Because the fear of going deep is is something that has held you back, that you, and it's not you consciously thinking, I don't want to meet myself, but it's just that I don't know how it feels. When I've sat down with myself, it scares me. The thoughts that come to mind, the emotions that come up, they're so scary that I rather just continue my life the way it is, even though it doesn't feel fulfilling. The good news is it can change. You choose your heart, right? You can keep going in this place, get up every morning feeling disconnected, feeling, is this what I grew up dreaming about? Or you can be, I don't know the road yet, but I will go, I will make the right decision, make better choices, walk on that path, and then give myself the permission to live from a space of fulfillment while I still achieve, enjoy the material life that exists. Okay, so let's start with, where does this energy actually begin? This energy of overcompensation begins when, usually starts around, if you're in your 30s, is where our first decade of working, we're like, go, 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 go. If you do this, you get this. Like all of us as kids, right? If you study, you'll get a good job. If you do that, you'll get a good partner. If you do this, that entire trade off is embedded in our system repeatedly, 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 whether it's been actively told to you or it's been told to us by the television we watch, everything around us that we input into our head, that you have to trade off to receive something. And that's not a lie, right? You trade off parting out late so you can go to the gym in the morning, have a good, lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. So we're always choosing different. But when the body embeds it as a trade off, that habit of overcompensation becomes the only energy you know. That if I didn't spend time with someone, I will overcompensate by buying them a big gift. A lot of men do that to us, right? That their presence is flipped over with presents and then it doesn't work. But guess what? Even women do that. We do that a lot with our kids. We were working hard and you're saying, okay, I worked hard, so I'm going to send you for one more class. I'm going to send you for another vacation somewhere, and then the disconnection gets so clear that you're like, what happened? Overcompensation happened. When, what does this end up magnetizing into your reality when you're in overcompensation energy, that there's no fulfillment, there's only success on paper, is your energy starts pulling in exactly the people that can be brought with surface, that can be, that will be in your life, that actually use your energy, because that's what you're offering. It's not their fault, they're responding to the call that your energy is putting out. And then you sit back and wonder that everybody uses me. You put the advert for it, right? So we want to change that. What does this do to you on the inside? Imagine you're constantly exploited emotionally, mentally, any sort of way. How do you end up feeling? That is exactly what happens when we're successful versus fulfilled, and you're using overcompensation as a reaction, that you end up feeling disconnected from everyone around you. As a human experience, we're meant to have core strong relationships. But when we are in overcompensation, you will only attract people that are okay. And when I say people, it's not just family, it's anyone around you, people that are okay with surface level as long as it benefits them. But like I said, that is the magnet of the advert that your energy is putting out. So on the inside, you start feeling doubtful, you start feeling very double guessing yourself at some point in time. You don't know the difference between, is this good for me or is this good for them? Your entire head starts spinning into self doubt. Self doubt, unworthiness, that's a danger zone, because then you're just sitting and being like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Your entire decision making gets pulled back. Then you replace overcompensation with doubt, which is not the answer. So, what do you do instead? How do you change that? Is you start being really brave and go within. We meet people at the depth that we meet ourselves. So if you don't have connection to self, you will always magnetize people that don't have connection to self, that are massaging your ego. Guess what happens eventually? At that stage, you will reach a point and you'll know your own patterns where it's the same pattern, different people, different circumstances, but the same end game. That means the common denominator is us. The common denominator is our energy, and that's where we start. So you start with sitting in comfort, not in comfort, in the discomfort of the awkward silence that I don't know myself. I don't know why I have these patterns. I don't hate myself for being here, but can I be open to change it? One thing you can do right now, and I've said this on so many open platforms, take one day of the week, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, go and take yourself on a date. Take your journal, take your laptop, sit and review and audit your week without judgment, without emotion. What happened? What didn't happen? What's a common pattern? I'm the common denominator. How can I change one habit this week? Because if we don't meet ourselves, we will we will always find the need, the urge, the pull, the impulse to overcompensate. For example, I used to, this was my story, because I didn't meet myself, because I wasn't truthful to my life, in terms of I didn't want to see the truth in my eyes. I just compensate saying I'll get better, I'll do this, I'll do everything. You overcompensate by buying more things, obviously, for a lot of people. But I used to overcompensate in take myself out and stuff my face, like the emotional eating, because your body says there's a void in me, fill me. Some people fill their bodies, some people fill their credit cards, some people fill their wardrobes, some people make the wrong relationship decisions by investing in others because you want to have that respect. But it doesn't fix nothing. Fulfillment and success comes when you meet yourself and you like yourself. And what you don't like, you're like, yeah, I see it, I'll go to therapy. If you are ready, and I say if because all of this sounds great, but it takes a different readiness of courage to say, I am ready to stop being me. I am ready to unbecome my old self. She has no place in my future. Don't know what the future looks like, but I just can't be her anymore. If that is what resonates, that is where you're at today, please book in your call. I've been there, done that. I've helped over 100 women who've been there, done that. All great, successful on paper, dying inside, no longer dying inside, still successful on paper, and much more. So, this is your readiness. Book in your call, and I'll be happy to walk that journey with you. Bye now.